Well, since we just talked about them next year, let's talk a little bit about what they have left this year. USC faces number 15 Louisville in their bowl game. I forget which one this is. I should have that up while I was looking. It is the Holiday Bowl. That's right. All these bowl games, I forget the names of them. So Miller Moss will be making the start in this one because obviously Caleb Williams will not be playing. The pretty much everybody from Louisville is playing. Linebacker, a couple guys on defense aren't playing because they're in the transfer portal. I've not heard of anybody opting out who's going to the draft or anything like that. I know people are not the highest on Louisville because they didn't play the toughest schedule. But Zach, we'll let you go first on this one. What are your thoughts on USC playing Louisville?
I think Trojan fans aren't going to like what I have to say. I'm sorry, Trojan fans. It's nothing against you guys. There's no MarShawn Lloyd, top running back. Mm-hmm. No Brenden Rice, one of their better receivers. Bowl games to me are all about what's your momentum, trajectory. Do you want to be there? They have all these opt-outs. They've lost 5 out of 6. They have no defense. And Louisville is, I think, better than people give them credit for. Like, they have that top 20 defense in the country. Offensively, they're good. They're not great, but they're good enough. And I think against a bad defense, I just think Louisville is going to be able to run all over them. I did see, and maybe there's conflicting reports on opt-outs. So I did see that Thrash, their leading receiver, and Gerard Jordan are opting out, which is their top receiver and their top back for Louisville.
Okay.
But Isaac Garendo, who I believe is a former Wisconsin back, he's averaged 6 yards per carry. He has over 600 yards. So listen, I would have picked Louisville even if Caleb Williams was playing. I just think the Cardinals are underrated, and I think they have enough offense to exploit an undermanned Trojan unit. So I have 34-24 Louisville.
34-24. Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you're saying. I don't know if I'd pick Louisville. Caleb Williams was playing. I'd have to think about that a little bit more. But there's just so many opt-outs and so many guys in the transfer portal for USC. It's hard to even see what this defense or part of this offense is going to look like as well. Alec, what are some of your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, between the opt-outs, the transfer portal, and Zach kind of alluded to this, but who wants a game like this more at the end of the season like this? I think USC would say their season was a failure by most standards, and a lot of their guys might be checked out this year, as you could see by the portals and the opt-out, whereas Louisville probably ecstatic with their season, making the ACC championship game, and once they want to finish this season on a high note, I just feel like they're going to want this game a lot more. Maybe that's not the best reasoning, but I think when you look at, you have opt-outs on both sides and that stuff, I think kind of a mentality type stuff can be a game break changer in a situation like this. So I'll take Louisville. Score, I don't like 28-21, something like that. I think maybe they don't cover the 7.5 I'd rather maybe 6.5, but I think that Louisville does get this one done because it's just I think they're going to be more into being there, a little more motivated than USC.
Yeah, I think what you said there about the motivation is my key factor as well, Alec. I feel like, with bowl games nowadays, it's like 95% motivation. Who's motivated to come in and play and who wants to win, and who is coaching their players to be that way. I don't know if Lincoln Riley is coaching his players to be that way. I'm not knocking Lincoln Riley as a coach, but if what I've heard is true, that the boosters are looking at Lincoln and saying next year, and their focus is on next year, if I'm Lincoln Riley, I'm putting my focus on next year as well. I'm trying to get the roster ready to make that happen. Now, my only thing with USC that I could see having them win is if some of these younger guys who are playing, or some of these guys who played last year, and they're trying to prove to this new coaching staff, hey, give me a spot, I can play, I can make it happen. So if they just have somebody go in there and play really, really well and make it happen, I could see that possibly leading to a win for USC, but I'm going to pick a bigger score differential than you guys. I'm picking 38-20 Louisville in this one. I think Jeff Brown wants it. I think this team is stoked to be number 15 in the country, and they don't want to lose any more respect than they already have lost from their schedule. So I think Louisville's a better team than people give him credit for. So. Listen to the Big Ten Huddle. Please do like and subscribe. We appreciate that. If this was your first time listening, we are the Big Ten Huddle. We cover all things Big Ten football and basketball. We have a long episode every Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night, all at 9 o'clock. So come in, check us out, get in the chat, let us know what you're thinking. We would love to have you join us and learn more about the Big Ten.